Hi, my name is Neeraj, and in this video we are going to install Social Post Twitter module in Drupal. So basically, Social Post Twitter is a module which enables a user to auto tweet whenever the user do an action, like it creates a new content, it creates a new comment, it deletes a comment, etc. So to install it, we are going to see the we are going to follow the the installation guide, which is on www.drupal.org/docs/8/modules/social-api/twitter-installation-instructions. So I'll be writing the link in the description of the video, so no need to copy it from here. So uh, let us see the overview of the installation steps. So it has 5 steps. First of all, we have to create an app and credentials for from apps.twitter.com. Then we have to download the social post Twitter to the modules directory of your Drupal installation. But at this stage, we do not need to enable it. So the next step is to download and initialize the Composer Manager, so that we'll be able to install the third-party libraries. And then we have to let Composer download Twitter OAuth library for the social post Twitter. Then last, we have to enable social post Twitter module and configure it. So first of all, we have to create an app. So we should go to apps.twitter.com, and here I have already created an app, and so let's see how it's done. So first of all, you have to go to whenever you create an app, this page comes up. So first of all, you have to add a name. So I have added Neeraj Pandey. In the description, I've added Google Coding. Then you have to add the website. So I have added, sorry, it should be Neeraj GCI. So let's change it a bit. So then we have to write the callback URL. So first of all, you have to tell the website link. After that, you just have to add this is the callback URL function. Then we can add some privacy policy URL. That's not mandatory, it's up to you if you want to add or not. Then just you have to accept the terms and conditions and just save. So it's not here, I've already created, so I'm not save button here, so I can just update the settings. After creating an app, you will be redirected to this page. This is the dashboard for our Twitter app. So in the dashboard, you can see the consumer API key, the callback URL, and other things. So we'll be coming up to this later on. So first go on and go to step 2. So we have to download the social post Twitter, but do not enable it. So what we have to do is we have to download the social API and social post. Also, we have to download the social post Twitter from the sandbox project of GVSO. uh, okay, if you want, you can also download social auth for the project, so it's up to you. So first of all, copy the link, and you can add you have for then you have to add this link basically downloads the directory for you. It clones the Drupal git repo. So we have to go to the terminal. So I'm connecting the web server to SSH from here. So first of all, I have to go to the home directory, that is public_html, and now I have to go to Neeraj GCI. So basically, Neeraj GCI is this website which we have already set up. Sorry, this website which we have already set up with Drupal. Then what we have to do is, sorry. So the next step is to download this file. So just copy student social or Twitter and go to modules as it's written that we have to download it inside the modules folder, and paste the files and paste the link, sorry, and it will be done. So go head back to the directory of modules and then close this. Then go to the social post and same do this version control. you'll be getting all the links in the version control for the download. So just like the previous one, you just have to copy this link, go to the terminal and paste it in the modules folder. And the next is this is social API. So first head back to the modules directory and then download it. The next one is it's Google Audits, not recommended, but if you want, it can be quite helpful for you later on. So I'm just telling that. So now we head back to the modules. We are now in modules. Let's check all the files are downloaded or not. So go to ls, it shows social API, social auth, social post, and social post Twitter installed. So what's the next step? So the next step is we have to see whether there is a composer.json file inside social post Twitter or not. So just go to social underscore post underscore Twitter and have to check whether composer.json file is over there. So here is the composer.json file. So just head back to the Drupal modules directory. So the next step is to download and initialize Composer Manager. So basically it will allow the contributed modules such as Twitter, social post Twitter to require third-party libraries, which I talked with you earlier. Via Composer, it will allow it. So we just have to go to the Composer Manager link and have to download it in the same way we downloaded the previous modules. So just go to version control and keep in mind that the version is 7.x, so we have to change it to 8x because we are dealing with Drupal 8 over here. So just copy this git link and clone it inside modules. So just close it. So the next thing is go to composer underscore manager slash scripts. So just go to scr scripts and then we have to edit the we have to execute the file init.php php init.php. So now what we have to do is we have to check if this message comes up, composer manager has been successfully initialized. So let us check. So yeah, it shows so it shows composer manager has been successfully initialized. So this shows that we are doing it the right way. Then just go back to the installation guide. Now what we have to do is we have to let composer download the Twitter OAuth library for us. So we have to go to the Drupal directory first. So head back to the Drupal directory. Um, okay, now we are in the Drupal directory. We just need a GCI over here. So we just have to use a simple command for composer Drupal update. So just paste the command. It will take a minute or so to complete this process, but that's fine. So the next step is we have to enable and configure social post Twitter module. So to enable it, we have to go here in the extend tab, but we do not have to enable it before we are doing this process completes. That is, uh, it updates the Drupal. So here you can see a lot of things, like there are many modules, and here we have composer manager, which we can click and it will be enabled after all. Then we have to install them. Then social API is there, then social auto and social API post, and then social post Twitter, but we are not able to click it. Let's see. So it shows that it requires a rules module which is not present, so it's missing over there. So we have to install that rules module as well. So rules module is given in the main sandbox project. So just click social post Drupal social post Twitter Drupal and you'll found the sandbox project made by GVSO. So here it is written the rules function. So we have been using these rule functions to add I'll tell you where it is written. So in step file we'll be using these rules called the action rules, specifying the events and giving the actions, etc. So it's going to start now. It's loading composer repositories. So if you want, let me fast forward the video a bit so that it do not waste our time. Okay, sorry, I'm sorry. Okay, so what we can do is I can just, so now the update has been done. So the next step is uh, so now we can check whether it has done properly. So we have to go to the home directory of Drupal, and then we can go to inside the vendor folder, and if there any Abraham folder present, and it means that it has done properly. So there is, so just head back to the home directory. So the next step is we have to enable and configure social post Twitter module. So just go to extend, and here as it was showing that the rules are missing, so we have to install the rules. So go to version control and change the version to 8x. Now just clone it, but now we have to go to cd core inside the module and just download them here. Now we can check if, okay, so it's done. So just refresh the page. Now if we check, there should not, okay, there's a new error that is typed underscore data module is missing. So just download the typed data module Drupal. So here's the first link for type data API enhancements. So go to version control and download the 8.x version. So head back to the home directory first. uh, okay, so we are here. So now go to modules and download it here. So now it seems we are done. So just refresh the Exchange page again. So we can see there is no error over here. So just enable all the modules we have downloaded, that is social API, social API auth, social API post, social post Twitter, rules, type data, and composer manager, and install them. So next step is to add the API keys and other things. So we have to go to this link, that is admin config social API and Twitter social post slash Twitter. So just go to the link. Now here we'll find two fields. One here have to add the API key for the consumer, and then we have to add the consumer secret, API secret. So go to key and access in the apps.twitter.com, where you can find a GA. This is the consumer key or the API key. Just paste it. Oh, sorry. Copy it and paste it. Same way, copy the consumer secret key and paste it over here and save configuration. So now what we have to do is we have to add some reaction rules So to do so, we have to go to configuration. In configuration, we'll find below that there is a rules modules enabled under workflow. So click over it. Now there is no reaction rule made, so we have to add in a reaction rule. So to do so, we have to add a label, and label should be underscore node underscore title underscore uh, value. So we have to, so on which event should it react? So add, say, the tweet should be done after the user creates saves a new content. So what we have done is we have created a label, say node underscore title underscore value. So just save it. So now we have to add an action for it. So in the action, select an action that is tweet inside social post, then continue, and the values, that is node dot title dot value. So just copy this, or you can see this link over here, that is we can add node dot title dot value. So let's see, we have, okay, so just save it, and now we just have to save all the changes we have made. So just click on save. So we have added the reaction rule node underscore title underscore value underscore. Now is now we can if we want to add some permissions and other stuff, we have to go to this link, and that is necessary to add, so that if some anonymous users registers, he could also tweet. So to enable that property, we have to change the permissions. Just go to the link in which you can see there's anonymous users name, say anonymous is proper, then administration role, no need to change. So in registration and cancellations, who can register accounts, you can change it to just visitors. uh, it's a demo page we are making, so we don't need any required email verification or enable password strength. And other things looks right, so just save configuration. Moreover, we have to change the permissions so that there is a Twitter field enabled in the edit menu for my account. So go to permissions, and in permissions you will see social post Twitter. So it's social post Twitter is here. So just enable the fields for anonymous users and authenticated users, and save permissions. So we are done. So the next step is, okay, we just have to check whether it has worked properly or not. So just go back to the home page, and inside my account click edit, and scroll down, and you will see a social post Twitter field over here. So no account has been added, so just add an account. You have to add your Twitter account over there so that you can tweet for this. So there will be a menu for authorize the name to use your account, so just authorize, and it will redirect you to the home page again. So now let's go back to the site and just add some content and see whether it works or not. So just add content, create article, and in just write that I have just published, sorry, it's um, node dot title dot value. Okay, this seems right, so just save and publish. It's taking a time. Just click it once more. So it has created an article. So let's go back to our Twitter page and check whether tweet has been made or not. So it seems okay. So no tweet has been made. So let's check it. Uh, let's check what's the issue. Okay, let's make a new page and check it again. So let's create a new content. Say add article, which just add a new title. That is, I have just published node dot title dot uh, value and save and publish. Now head back to the Twitter page and check if any tweet has been made. So yeah, so it says that I have just published a tweet, so that might be an error. Let's check what's the issue. So it works fine. So this is how we can enable social post Twitter in Drupal. Thank you.